Today, dear viewers, we embark on a journey into an ancient story, one that may sound familiar but holds profound lessons for us all. Our tale begins in the thriving city of Sodom, perched like a jewel amidst the vast desert. Rich and abundant, this city was a beacon of prosperity. Markets overflowed with exotic goods, laughter echoed in the streets, and music filled the air. It was a city of festivity and celebration, but beneath this dazzling exterior, a different reality lurked. The city was tainted with excesses, overindulgence in food, squandering of wealth, and disrespect towards elders became the norm. It was as if the scales of morality had tipped, plunging the city into a pit of decadence. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds eerily similar to some modern cities, doesn't it? Well, history does have a knack for repeating itself, and the lessons it teaches are timeless. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Amidst the clamor and chaos of Sodom, there was one man who chose to march to a different beat, a man who, despite the moral decay around him, held steadfast to his principles. This man was Lot. Lot was a beacon of hope in a city lost to greed and decadence. His kind eyes reflected wisdom, and his actions spoke of his profound respect for life's virtues. He chose to live a life of righteousness, even when it was easier to succumb to the city's ways. You may ask, how did Lot manage to uphold his values amid such degradation? And more importantly, why did he choose to stay? Well, these are questions whose answers lie intertwined with the story of Lot and his life in Sodom. This tale is not just about the rise and fall of a city. It's about the resilience of one man against the tide of moral corruption. It's about the power of faith and the strength of conviction. But among the cacophony, there was one man who stood apart, and that man was Lot. As we delve deeper into his story, we'll discover the profound lessons it holds for us all. Stay tuned. Meet Lot, living amidst the chaos but choosing a different path. Now, you're probably wondering who this Lot is. Well, he was not your average Joe. Amidst the hustle and bustle, the noise and the revelry, Lot chose a path of kindness, wisdom, and above all, faith. Imagine a scene. A city buzzing with activity, a place where excess was the norm, and yet, in the heart of it all, Lot lived a life of simplicity and virtue. He was a beacon of light in a city shrouded in darkness. Lot was not just a resident of Sodom, he was its conscience, its moral compass. Now let's delve a bit deeper into Lot's life. As he navigated his way through the city, he was like a gentle breeze, touching lives in the most profound ways. He was always there, lending a helping hand to those in need, imparting wisdom to the young ones, resolving disputes with a calm demeanor, spreading love and kindness wherever he went. But the question that looms large is, why did Lot choose to stay in Sodom? And the answer to that lies in Lot's heart. You see, Lot was a man of hope. He saw beyond the city's flaws, its vices. He believed in the power of change, the power of love and kindness to transform lives. He didn't just live in Sodom, he embraced it with all its imperfections. He had a vision of a city that could be a beacon of righteousness, a city that could set an example for the world. He believed in the potential of Sodom, in the goodness that lay dormant in its people. Lot had hope for this city, but over time, things changed. The city that Lot loved, the city that he believed in, started to crumble under the weight of its own vices. But amidst it all, Lot remained steadfast, a pillar of faith and hope, standing tall against the tide of time. And that, my friends, is the story of Lot. A man who dared to be different, a man who chose faith over fear, hope over despair. It's in these trying moments we often find our true calling. And so it was with Lot. Amidst the tumult and moral decay, a beacon of light descended upon his humble home. The unexpected visitors were none other than divine messengers, angels, bringers of a divine mandate. It's quite something, isn't it? One moment you're grappling with the woes of your city, the next you're entertaining celestial beings at your dinner table. But this wasn't a casual visit. The angels bore grave news, a divine decree. They revealed the city of Sodom's fate. Its wickedness had reached the heavens, and a cataclysm was at hand. The city was to be obliterated, razed to the ground, not a stone upon another. A heavy silence fell upon the room, the gravity of the news sinking in. But the angels offered Lot and his family a lifeline, a chance for salvation. They were to leave the city at dawn, not looking back, not for a moment. Imagine that. A city you've called home, your neighbors, your friends, your life as you know it, all to be left behind. The angel's words echoed through the night. Flee for your life. Do not look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Flee to the mountains or you will be swept away. The message was clear. Lot had a choice to make. a decision that would determine the fate of his family. The night grew darker, the stars seemed distant, and the once vibrant city of Sodom was shrouded in a foreboding silence. Lot sat in quiet contemplation. His heart was heavy, but his resolve was stronger. He was a man of faith, after all, and faith, my friends, can move mountains. So put yourself in Lot's shoes for a moment. Imagine being told your entire city would be destroyed. What would you do? As dawn approached, Lot made his choice. But that is a tale for the next scene. Sounds easy, right? But we humans owe our curious nature. In the epic tale of Lot, the moment had come for escape. The city of Sodom was about to face its end. The divine messengers had warned Lot and his family of the impending doom, and they had hastily prepared to leave. In the midst of the chaos, divine justice was meted out. It was as if heaven itself was raining fire and brimstone upon the city. The once vibrant markets were now silent, the laughter and music replaced by cries of despair. Sodom, a city of abundance, was now a city of destruction. As Lot and his family fled, they were given a simple instruction: do not look back. A straightforward command, but oh, how difficult to obey. Amidst the thunderous roars and the searing heat, the temptation to look back was overwhelming. And here, my friends, we meet the curious nature of humans. Lot's wife, unable to resist the urge, turned her gaze towards the city they once called home. In that fateful moment, she was transformed into a pillar of salt. A chilling sight indeed, but an essential part of the narrative. It served as a stark reminder: there's no looking back when you're on the path of righteousness. This transformation was not a punishment, but a consequence of her action. It reflected the deep-seated attachment she had for the life they left behind in Sodom. The world they knew was crumbling, but she was still tied to its memory. This part of the story reminds us all of the dangers of being tied to our past. It's a call to let go of what no longer serves us, to release the shackles of our old ways, and to embrace the path ahead with faith and courage. A poignant reminder of the dangers of being tied to our past. Remember, my friends, no matter how tempting it may be to linger in the past, our gaze must always be fixed on the future. This is the lesson that the story of Lot's escape and his wife's transformation so powerfully teaches us. A new chapter. From the ashes of the past, there's always a new beginning. Just as the sun rises after the darkest night, so too does life find a way to sprout from the rubble of destruction. And our friend Lot, he understood this, perhaps better than any of us. In the aftermath of Sodom's destruction, Lot and his daughters found themselves in a safe land, far from the ruins of their old home. Imagine this: a landscape unmarred by the excesses and indulgences of their past, a terrain as clean and pure as their newfound hope, a sanctuary where they could sow the seeds of their future, a place to start anew. And yet, in the distance, the silhouette of Sodom's ruins served as a silent sentinel, a constant reminder of the past. The city they once called home, now reduced to ash and salt, a stark, poignant symbol of the consequences of moral decay. But don't you see? Even in this, there is a lesson, a silver lining. The ruins of Sodom weren't just a reminder of the past, but a beacon for the future, a testament that from the ashes of destruction, from the rubble of our mistakes, we can always find a path to a new beginning. And Lot, our friend, he understood this. He saw the ruins not as a symbol of despair, but as proof of the strength of righteousness, the power of faith. His journey wasn't just about escaping a doomed city, but about embracing a new beginning, about staying true in the face of adversity. Lot's tale isn't just history, it's a call to righteousness, a nudge towards holiness, and a reminder to stay true. It's about knowing that even when we're surrounded by the rubble of our past, there's always a path to a new beginning, a chance to rise from the ashes. And all it takes is a steadfast heart, a strong faith, and the courage to step into the unknown. In our fast-paced world, how can we, like Lot, stand firm in our faith, values, and integrity? This question looms large in our minds as we journey through the tale of Lot, a man who dared to be different, who chose righteousness over revelry, faith over fleeting pleasures. Just like Lot, we live in a world that often feels like a bustling city, filled with noise, distractions, and sometimes moral chaos. But amidst this cacophony, we have the opportunity to be a beacon of light, just like Lot was in Sodom. You see, Lot's story isn't just an ancient tale. It's a timeless reminder that our faith and values are our compass, guiding us through the hustle and bustle of life. It's a call to action, urging us to stand firm in our beliefs, even when the world around us is spinning out of control. Pause. As we navigate our journey, let's remember Lot's wife, a poignant symbol of the perils of looking back. Let's strive to move forward, leaving behind the ruins of our past mistakes and focusing on the path ahead. Pause. But let's not forget the most important lesson from Lot's story, the power of unity and love. In a world that often feels divided, we can draw strength from Lot's tale, reminding us that when we come together in prayer, when we help one another, when we spread love, we are creating a modern-day Sodom, but one that's built on righteousness and faith. And so we leave you with this thought. In our fast-paced world, how can you, like Lot, stand firm in your faith, values, and integrity? How can you be a beacon of light in your own bustling city? Pause for reflection. Well, that's a journey each one of us has to embark on. And remember, no matter how challenging the journey may seem, just like Lot, we are never alone. Our faith, our values, our integrity, they guide us. They light our path. They are our compass in the bustling city of life.